you guys what's bought it. I don't think I sent it to the people, but it's a new vlog. So I got, well, first let's back up. I had PT for my vertigo, and basically it was the most validating experience of my life. It was amazing, and I'll insert that clip now so you can see like exactly what I went through. I didn't get to show the PT exercises that I did, but you'll see that. Y'all, that was probably the most validating experience of my life. I just had PT for vertigo, which I was like, I don't even know if this is gonna do anything. Oh my gosh. Basically, my vestibular system is not doing good, but I just have to like train it. So I feel really, really validated coming here. I could cry. I am on the verge of tears right now because like it's really frustrating to like have vertigo and to look like you're fine and to look like you can do things when like standing, sitting, walking, laying down, like all of it is just so hard. And it's like, it's just a weird thing to go through because you, especially if you're someone who's like used to just doing everything by yourself and being able to like go on walks 3 to 4 times a week, go to the gym 5 times a week, and like take yourself to doctor's appointments, drive, lift heavy things, like do anything with your body, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I have to be on bed rest basically. Like it is the most frustrating experience, and but also one of the most humbling experiences. So yeah, it should be just like 8 weeks of this, if that, and then I should be in a really good spot, which gives me so much hope. I have homework for what I should do, basically like walking with head turns with my eyes closed, because eyes open is not too bad. And then balance exercises. I have to stand on like an unstable cushion or like foam surface with my eyes closed, feet like 1 to 2 inches apart, stand still for 30 seconds, which that wasn't like too bad. But then turning my head side to side 10 times and turning my head up and down 10 times, that was like, I thought I was going to fall over, and it was very obvious. And then like that was very validating for someone to see that I'm like, yeah, this is not normal. And for people who don't have vertigo, like that exercise, like they can do, but I literally I was gonna fall. Like it was crazy. It was crazy. Anyways, I have some items that I need to go pick up from Whole Foods, so I'm gonna do that now, and y'all are gonna come with me. I wasn't able to drive yesterday. I think it was my anxiety that really just got to me. Today I drove, but I took my time. So there's that. Man, this is such like a crazy experience. Like I can't even. They have the macchiato. Oh no, they don't. Last night I got my desk, and I got my monitor. My external monitor arrived. I got Branch. Well, I have the Branch Ergonomic Pro chair in Spark, which is yellow, and then I got the Duo standing desk. I got the walnut tabletop with sage green legs, and honestly, I love, love, love. I got the 48-inch one, so it is bigger, which is really nice. I feel like I could have gone longer, but honestly, that would have been way too much money. That would have been way over budget, but I think I could have gone longer based on like the space that I have, but I honestly don't need to. The yeah, so I set that up last night, and I'll insert a little clip of me setting it up as I talk over. It wasn't that bad to set up. You basically set it up upside down, similar to the chair. You set it upside down and then you flip it, and then it's right. They also have videos online to show you exactly how to set it up with all of the pieces. And so it took me about like 20 minutes to set it up because I had vertigo and because I haven't really been working out the past 9 days. Like, I was a little winded, so I took my time to set it up, but it looks really nice. It was honestly a very easy setup. There's a few things that are not in the instructions, so I would say watch the video because you slot in the legs, but it doesn't tell you to like tighten where you slot it in. And in the video, it shows him doing that. So I was like, oh, because it was a little like it was still moving, and I was like, how's my desk not gonna fall? I don't get it. And then I saw it in the video that he was tightening it, and I was like, oh, on the sides. But I really like it. I'm glad that I went for color. If it was the old me, I would have gone for like a black chair and a walnut top with black legs, or like a light top with black legs. And honestly, I've been loving color, and I loved color as a kid, and I stopped loving color when I got to adulthood because when I didn't really know how to like style things with different colors, I didn't know color theory. I still don't know color theory, but I know what I like. I know what I think looks good. I think I'm going to get a book on color theory from like a thrift store or whatever, but I want my home to be colorful. I want to be in a safe space and happy in my room. So I don't want it to be bland and like beige and black everywhere. I want color, and I think that's a good thing. So the inner child is healing. But anyways, desk was not hard to set up. I did get the 34-inch extra wide monitor. It is taking some getting used to. I think because it's curved. There's that element. It's just big. But the thing is, like, it is the size of two monitors. So it does work. I think the curvature is just a little interesting, and it's throwing me off a little bit. But I made the resolution on the screen when I'm like in the browser bigger, just because now 100 looks extra tiny on this. So I was like, I'm just gonna make it bigger, and hopefully that's not gonna be as jarring. But now I have an external monitor, just one instead of like two, which is honestly really nice. But it is massive. Like it's 34 inches and it curves, so there's that. The vertigo is still there. It's very
light today. I will say I am draining like crazy on my right side, which honestly makes sense because yesterday when I went for my PT, my right ear, like my right side was the one that like caused the most issues, whereas my left side, it wasn't really an issue at all. So yeah, I'm really satisfied with the desk. It looks really great. I tried to take a little like cool shots, and I noticed that my mouse pad that I've had for a while is a little beat up. I mean, I've noticed it for a while, but I'm like, I could just get some super glue. It still works. I'm not gonna replace it. That's real life. Um, but yeah, I'm really liking my desk. Now, I think I'm finally gonna set up my You Smile. I've had this for like 7 days. Well, 9 days. No, 7 days. And I have not set it up yet. So I'm gonna set it up. I want to look up a video to properly determine how to clean it and also how to replace the battery before I fully set it up, and then I will use it. I'm glad that it comes with like these little this case for the nozzle. I really like that. So there's that. But basically what I'm going to be doing today is I have shedding to do. I have like paperwork and receipts and stuff that I need to shed. So, not shed, shred. I have documents and stuff that I received in the mail that I don't need in my room that I need to shred. And I need to like post some stuff on Facebook Marketplace because I have this new desk, but I still have my old chair, my old desk, my old monitors. So I'm gonna give it a week on Facebook Marketplace if it sells, and then if it doesn't, I am going to donate it because I just need it out of the space. And I leave next week, and I don't really want to bring in the new year with clutter. So I've yapped enough. I'm gonna make some breakfast and read a little bit this morning. My friend's having like a coffee thing at her place, so I'm hoping that I feel well enough and that my vertigo is not as bad to where I can go and like be around people, because since having this I haven't really been around anybody. I've been home, I've been horizontal, I haven't gone out. But like with me draining now, I'm like, oh, I probably just had extra fluid, which caused all of this. I'm hoping the MRI kind of reveals what's happening because, yeah, this is crazy. I also stopped a lot of my supplements too, just to like be on the safe side. And I'm thinking it's because I had a sinus infection, but it, like, you literally could not tell in my ear and my throat. Like, my throat looks fine, my ears look fine. But now that I'm draining this way, it's kind of crazy how I think I feel better. But I don't know until the day goes on. Anyways, I've talked for like 10 minutes. I'm gonna make breakfast. You can't really see me, but I just finished hanging out with my friend. She did like a coffee, like cafe event at her house because she got a new coffee machine for Black Friday, and then just invited a bunch of people. I personally cannot have coffee. I have a caffeine sensitivity, so she made me decaf, which was really, really nice and super thoughtful. And I brought my own mug just in case. And I also
brought my own milk because I wasn't sure she was gonna have oat milk, but she did, which was really nice. So yeah, vertigo is a lot better. There are moments where it's not as great, but I was able to be around people. I was able to stand up. There's definitely moments where I was just like, oh my gosh, I don't feel that great. But then I was like, you need to breathe. Just breathe. Take a deep breath. And then I was fine. So it was good to like see some friends, hang out and talk. And now I have a little decaf moment. But she lives near a Costco that I used to go to on this side of town. So I'm gonna head there now actually, because I do need to grab some stuff. Okay, Arvada. Only like 15 minutes away. And then I'm gonna head home. I'm like so glad that my vertigo is so much better than what it was, because my goodness, it was awful. I'm not draining as much as I was earlier. I'm still draining, but it's definitely slow going. So I'm just not going to take any medicine to dry myself out, because I need this to drain. The more that I drain, the better I feel. So yeah, anyways, we're gonna head to Costco. I'll see you guys there. I have quite a few like dry goods, like laundry items and stuff like that I need to get. And I want to try like this electrolyte water that my friend was telling me about. Also, I think it's good to talk about things that are ailing you with people that you feel safe with. Because I was telling people, I was like, yeah, they're like, what's been going on with you? And I was like, I've been dealing with vertigo like the past 8-9 days, and it has been awful. And they're like, oh my gosh, have you done like PT? Have you done this? Have you done this? Or maybe have you checked this out? And I'm like, oh, okay, that's a good idea. Because you just never know. Like there's a lot of things that you might not consider. My friend Angie, whose house I was at for the coffee, she was telling me about like a U-line here, and so she was like, yeah, see if they can check that out for you. But I'm like, I'm getting an MRI done on my head, brain, and cervical spine, so we gonna see it all. And I'm glad that even though I'm feeling better, I'm glad that I'm still going to get this checked out, because it could provide insight into whether or not I had a recent sinus infection, which now I am thinking that's what I most likely had, because I'm draining so much. Also, draining is probably a terrible word to use according to my friend Michael, and I apologize, but it's the best word that I got. My grandma also says that all the time, how she's like, I'm draining, so it never bothers me. But if it bothers you, I am so sorry. I don't know what other word to use besides that. So anyways, I'm gonna focus on driving, and I'll see you guys at Costco. That was a successful trip to Costco. And now, I think, I'm trying to figure out if I should go to Trader Joe's or not. I think I should. And then I will finish up possibly at H Mart. Because I'm really craving a kimbap. A bibimbap, sorry. So, we'll see if I actually make it there. But I think Trader Joe's is definitely in line for me to get there. Y'all, I tried, and the parking lot was crazy. As I was parking, I had my windows down. I'm listening to Abracadabra by Lady Gaga on blast. I felt so iconic, but also like, what the heck? It was a nightmare trying to find a parking spot, and then I get into one, and then the other person is trying to get out by me, but then this other guy is trying to readjust himself, and then people are walking everywhere, and I'm like, why are all the stores so crowded? And then I remembered, it's a couple weeks before Christmas. Everybody's trying to get the last minute shopping in. And I went to a TJ Maxx Home Goods just to see if they had any hair stuff in there. They didn't have, like, they had stuff, but none of the stuff that I actually needed. So I was just like, you know what? I don't really need the things that I have that I would like to get at Trader Joe's. So I was like, I'm not going to go there. So instead, I am going to head to H Mart, get myself something to eat, and then head home and watch Dynamite Kiss, because I think 2 episodes behind. I did not watch this week because I was horizontal, as you guys know, due to this freaking vertigo. But I'm so thankful that it is going away, and I'm feeling so much better, because I was just like, man, vertigo is just, it's a crazy experience, because you look fine. I know I keep saying that, but it's like an invisible it's an invisible ailment. Like, unless you look as though that you're falling over, like, no one can tell at all, like, what's going on. So I got something way more convenient. I went to Seoul Station's convenience shop and I got the rosé. I've never had the rosé one before, so this is a first for me. Contains soy, wheat, and gluten. Thank God, because that would have sucked if this contained milk. But yeah, I'm gonna make this. They didn't have the spicy one that I normally get, which is a little sad, but I've always wanted to try the rosé tteokbokki, and now I get to. So I'm not gonna go to H Mart, even though it's like right there, but I'm gonna head home and make this tteokbokki and stuff. Okay, so I have the rosé tteokbokki, and we're gonna taste test this live. I did add some dairy-free Daya cheddar cheese to it, so we're gonna see how this goes. Wow, they're not exaggerating when they say the noodles are chewy. I don't know if that's my favorite, but the flavor is good. I like the flavor. It's not as spicy. It's mild for sure, which is true to what the packaging said. So we're gonna go ahead and get this started.
Clean cores, perfect flavor. Tiny.